as halftime episodes.
At least until everybody else gets back.
Alright, are you hosting it?
I'm hosting it, and we're going right now. Hello, and welcome to Riders of the Lost Sword, episode 42. Yes, this is the life episode. We're covering Ex-Aid, the final episodes, and Digimon Tri, the first 4 episodes.
We say the final episodes of Ex-Aid, but it's really about an arc and a half since we've talked about this show.
Oh, yeah. There's so many things happen.
Stopped at what, episode 30? Right before he got Maximum Might? No, right after he got Maximum Mighty X, didn't we? Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And holy shit, did stuff keep happening and not stop happening until the very end.
Mm-hmm.
It just continually kept one-upping itself, and it was amazing.
Ex-Aid is a lot like Kiva, where it doesn't do the 2-episode arcs bullshit. It's one continual story going at insane rate and having beautiful twists and turns.
Right. So, before we can actually get onto the story, let's talk about the suits that show up. Starting with the dual Gashats, I believe, that show up around this time. Or am I thinking too early?
No, we've seen Kamen Rider Paradox, but we didn't see his level 99 until just now.
Right.
Perfect knockout!
Ooh, is it a sexy costume?
I like the helmet. It's all spiky and stuff.
It reminds me of something like out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, to be honest.
Yeah. And the weapon that comes with it, a gun axe. You don't really see gun axes much.
We see a shit ton of gun swords.
Mm-hmm. And gun blades. Like the one that we have currently. Well, that's actually a trifecta weapon. It's 3 weapons.
Right?
There's like,
Wait, how is it?
yeah, it's 3 weapons.
It's a gun, a sword,
And an axe.
and what?
Oh.
The little orange piece. The little orange piece. That's the axe part of it.
And a little bit.
It actually says on the gun. There's buttons for the gun, buttons for the sword, and buttons for the axe.
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah. And are there any special sounds with the axe? No, because people think those are the sounds for the sword. So, why is there an axe function on it? Do you really think that you're going to be chopping wood with it sometime in the future?
That makes me want a rider whose main weapon is a lance. But the next rider suit we see after him, are we gonna count the ride players? Are we gonna?
Yeah, we have to. They're Goombas.
Oh, you mean the Goomba?
Yeah.
Suits?
Yes, the Goomba suit, the Goomba riders.
And
you got
Kamen Rider Nico.
Why?
Ride player Nico ain't got shit on Moomin Rider. Like
Yeah.
she just wants to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And how come she's the only one with character customization? Tell me that. Why?
She's a premium member.
She's a freemium player. That's why. Everyone else is free. She just, pays $10 a month to get all the freemium stuff.
Not even
She's the whale.
Not even Dr. Hakase got any special customizations to his.
And he has the money to pay too.
He's a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, then we got the beta dual Gashats.
Yeah, you had Brave's new level 50 form, and then you had Snipe's level 53.
Can we just take a second to say how damn sexy both of those level 50s are?
I like Snipes better.
Brave's level 50, the fantasy gamer, it is sleek, it is stylish, and it looks like Ace Evil King.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more.
level
I
50.
prefer his level 100 form, but we'll
I
get
do.
there.
Snipes level 50, on the other hand, looks like, motherfucker, you want guns? I got guns. He's got guns for hands.
He's got guns for guns, probably.
You always need a lot more gun.
What is
He-
he, American?
He brings
like
the
the Rambo
underage
version
girls to
of
the
the
gun
Kamen Rider.
show.
What was that, Nathan?
Sort of like the Rambo version of a Kamen Rider.
God.
And he's like tracking everything else and just insane missiles and whatnot.
But yeah, I love his helmet. How he still keeps the freaking tentacle thing, but he gets a little navy hat.
Mm-hmm.
That part just really cute, in my opinion. It's just like, oh, here's a hat.
Okay, now we can talk about the level 100.
And something else, too, that happened during that era.
Yeah, we're leaving that one for last because it's a final form.
Well,
No,
yeah,
I
there's-
was going to talk about,
Kronos.
Oh, Kronos. Kronos.
Kronos, who's level something.
It's
Infinite.
infinite. Or admin. Level admin. Game master.
It's
And-
another recolor and edit on the Ex-Aid suit.
Yeah.
But oh, it looks good in green and black.
Yeah, it does.
And then was Gim level 0 about that time too, or
Yeah,
Yep, Gem
but-
came back as a level 0, who his suit just looks slightly different. I think the undersuit is different.
It
like,
doesn't
gray
look,
or something.
it doesn't look too different to me. I might have to look that
It's a
up.
slight change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking that up. Okay.
And
Yeah, it oh, go ahead.
dead!
What?
Idia came back from the dead?
Oh,
And
yeah.
Kamen Rider Kiria came back as a bugster and
Yep.
got himself a level 0 as well.
And now
Or
he's no longer a bug.
laser, Kamen Rider Laser Turbo or something like that.
Yep, Laser Turbo, who as a level 0 has his own human form, and it looks pretty decent.
And also, he's now able to use the proto-gashats without any actual harm.
Yeah, well, because the Proto-Gashats are bugster only, I think. They didn't really specify on that, just
Yeah,
no one else
they're-
used them.
Well, they're very deadly to humans, so if you're not a human, you're fine to use them.
Okay.
And it lets you continue.
Yeah, those two bugster, when you come back as a bugster, or at least that way, if coming back as a bugster, you get 99 continues.
I thought it was 100.
Was it
It's
100?
It's 99.
Yeah, he started with 100.
It's 99. I'm on his page right now. It says 99.
I thought it started with 100, and then you used the first one and came back and dropped down to 99.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It was
Now,
100.
is it just me, or did every time the almighty Shin Kuroto Dan come back, he got way more just...
That's what I wanted to say. Every time he comes back from the dead, like he was going crazy to begin with. He's an unhinged person, but every time he came back, he got even crazier to the point where he became the meme.
Yep.
And he started calling himself a god, and yeah, it was
Shin
just
Kuroto-dan, Shin Kami Kuroto-dan. The boy had issues.
And he's going to have
He
some more
wasn't.
issues in the upcoming movie. I just saw a picture of his final form. It is godly, and I do mean that in the most literal sense. I mean, I'm sorry for ruining it for a lot of people, but it's
Yeah, I didn't know he got a new form in it either, butthole.
true.
I knew Ex-Aid got a VR form, which to me, a VR form for Ex-Aid just seems like, aren't you already in the game?
I'm even more in the game than you know.
I mean, this isn't EA Sports. He can't get in the game any more than he is.
well, isn't there like a 3-part trilogy for like a finale, which different forms again, or something like that?
They have a 3 movies coming out, like how special movies around characters. There's an what is it?
Brave
A
Snipe
Gem
and-
and Poppy, a Snipe, What are the other ones? I think one's
Snipe and
Brave and one's Snipe.
Snipe and Brave. And then again,
Or does no one else remember this? No, one's Paradox.
Oh, right. Because he's still a thing.
And I think one might be Snipe or someone.
Right. Getting back to the suits, next would be Brave's level 100.
Everything's quiet. What happened?
Yeah.
I'm still hearing you.
I'll
I
still
am
hear.
as well.
I don't know what happened.
None of that Kronos, like.
I can't hear anyone.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
We're having some technical issues here. Somebody messaged him through the Facebook. Or he could just leave and return.
That's what I did. Could
Okay,
you guys
cool.
hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
That was fucking stupid.
Alright, so onward to Brave's level 100.
Brave's level 100. It's just his level 50 with a white coat of paint and a little bit more sheen and polish instead of hard edges, a lot of soft edges, and it just looks better.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets his
That's also gold too. So,
he
season
starts getting his minions, right?
You know, he started with the minion abuse in level 50. He could summon Bugster minions.
Yeah.
And he got the 100 because he was manipulated by Kronos by offering up his dead girlfriend back as a bugster.
Kronos,
You
Kuroda
bet.
Don's dad, Masamune Don, was the true evil dude all along.
Mm-hmm.
Big surprise after you met him once. And he is another living meme dickbag, manipulating everyone. Like, he had Laser Turbo come back on his side at first, but Laser was all good all along.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think that he was, like, honestly on the side of Kronos until the finisher that Ex-Aid did.
Ah. Yeah.
That's
And
when
he
he
had
started
the
also
basic-
talking shit. That's also when he started talking shit to Emu, too.
Yeah.
But he kept on. He had the ultimate cheat move, where he could freeze time and just attack people with
You mean
doing anything.
pause. It's not
Yeah.
a move. He has the pause button.
The world!
Yes,
Yep.
Zawardo.
Yep. JoJo's.
But he doesn't go muda 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 muda.
He could have.
He could have.
He could have.
Can he lift a steamroller?
Well, since the rider suits kind of improve your biology by a lot, he probably could have.
Because if he lifts a steamroller and drops it on another Kamen Rider and then goes, "Ree!" then he truly is Dio. He's crazy as Dio.
But yeah, it was. And then basically beforehand, that all the bugsters were basically immortal. Even if you killed them, they came back until he defeated one of them by using his pause function and then keeping them frozen in the same moment they died. So then the bugsters actually could be killed, but only by Kronos.
And that was the day that Paradox knew he's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
And I love that just, like, arc of him fearing death.
Yeah.
And how they represent his, like, anxiety over it with, like, him drowning.
Yeah.
And I love how Paradox felt natural for him to join with the good guys.
Yeah.
I mean, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And not only that, he gets such a good bro moment. So many good bro moments with Emu.
And speaking
Especially,
of which,
especially between Kronos and just
yeah.
finish.
And speaking of Emu, the final form of Ex-Aid is fucking glorious.
You mean Power Star? Is it Power Stars or a Game Genie? I can't tell.
It's a little. Well, the Maximum Mighty X is more of a Game Genie. Well, this is maybe
Game Genie times
both.
100.
Maybe both.
Ooh.
And again, this power up this one was actually created by Gim, and he
Kuroto Dan.
calls himself a god for creating it.
Mm-hmm.
And he died so many times while making it. Was this the one he died on, or the... No, that was the
No,
vaccination.
that was
No, he died in this
the
one too.
vaccine, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he died like 20 times making this.
No, for the vaccine, yeah, like a bunch of times for the vaccine. He died like twice
Because
because
he,
of overexhaustion.
Turbo kept killing him.
Yeah, for the vaccine.
He enjoyed killing him.
For the vaccine one, but for this one, he actually died from exhaustion.
Which
He
is
said.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of a strange history in Japan, apparently.
Yeah.
And because of the whole thing of how Pallid got the ability to go to level 99, where he separated himself from Emu. When he initially tries to use the new mode, he can't do it until he actually somewhat combines and gets the vaccine or the virus back into himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he needs to get reinfected with the virus because he never went through the
The surgery.
operation.
Yeah, that everyone else had. Almost everyone else had. Yeah, this is just the perfect representation of every single invincibility thing of any video game. I see Super Mario, I see Sonic the Hedgehog. There's probably a few other ones I don't know about, but I also see a little bit of Kill la Kill through the star pattern on the chest.
And then it looked, with the hair, it looked like he was also a predator too.
Oh yeah, the hair is just glorious, and I've seen all of the oh, it's L'Oreal because you're worth it. Yeah.
But like, it's just not there for aesthetic purposes. It's an actual thing he can use as a weapon.
It's the same thing with Beast's tassels in his final form. Those were used as weapons too.
And the fact that the bugsters tried to use the Game US virus on themselves in order to battle Kronos because they were afraid of Kronos.
And let's get into the whole reason why Kronos was a thing. He is the administrator of the Kamen Rider Chronicle, the game that all the people are playing and dying, and oh, if you beat the game, we'll bring back all the people. But that's not really a thing that they can do. They don't think. And that's why they're going through this whole thing. And once you beat all the bosses, you can fight Gemidus, who, you know, gets absorbed and kind of loses his moment in the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
it's not like on the level with like how with Final Fantasy IX with that final boss where he came out of nowhere. It's kind of like the opposite of what happened.
where they're building up to Gemidus, you see him like once, and then whoops.
It's Kronos again.
And are we going to talk about the fact that after Kronos gets defeated, he just like, oh, well, you guys use up this power, now I'm going to hit reset button and reset everything. And you no longer have your form, final form.
It's called save states, bitch.
Oh God! I hope if he comes back with a new movie, someone has save states. Like, either have a Kamen Rider that is based on like PC gaming, or have a Kamen Rider that's based off a Sega Genesis, and one of them having save states. That would be awesome. Because there have been no freaking Genesis references in the whole series.
Well, maybe the Hyper Muteki a little bit, Supersonic.
A little bit. It can also be associated with the Starman from Mario.
Yeah, Starman doesn't make you golden; just makes you. And then
Flash. Come on, when the other people use it, they get jingles and sparkles.
Yeah.
And it's sparking critical finish.
Damn. It's one of my favorite finisher moves of the entire series. It's like, you hit me. It did nothing. You fucking loser. Everything hits at once. Dead. Just so glorious.
That fight was just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All the fight choreography and everything.
Yeah. This series is a highly recommended one.
Like, I would say it's hands down the best series since Ex-Aid. Since, I mean, Gaim.
Gaim.
I
I was like, say.
the best series is Ex-Aid. Is Ex-Aid.
Well, no, duh.
And we're still waiting on the movie here for English subs, because didn't it say that was like the true final ending?
The true ending where it actually came to us because the American investor got one of the shots or the
He got a gamer driver.
drivers. So that's how he's able to create the VR game of it.
Yep.
Yeah. And that game to us actually shows up and hopefully has a better battle.
Yeah, it actually does battle.
I'm very interested because it's the true ending.
I hope it really does tie everything up. A nice little bow.
Now, is this going to be like a true ending, like how it was with Ryuki, or?
Oh God, no! I hope not.
Yeah, me
that
too.
was confusing as hell too. And I'm sorry if you got to pay to vote for the ending you want. That's retarded.
That's how it happened in Ryuki.
There was like 3 different kinds of endings with it. 3 different endings.
But yeah, they had people voting.
Yep. And a lot of them were sad. A lot of the endings were sad.
That's fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get to it someday.
Oh no.
But what? Which one was the female Kamen Rider? Swan or
Odin?
Femme.
Femi. Well, Odin was a chick for a while too, wasn't she?
No.
No, Odin was the guy that was manipulating everybody.
Okay. The one with the feathers.
He's
yeah, it
the
was
Almighty
female.
Phoenix.
I still haven't seen it yet.
I would rather be watching Dragon Knight.
Wow.
Hey, with Dragon Knight, it actually has an ending. It may not be a good ending, but it's an actual ending instead of multiple choice.
And it was actually decent.
Yeah, Mark Damascus actually was really good in that too. It was kind of weird, but it was all right.
But anyway, I do recommend Ex-Aid. I can't wait for the movie to come out in English subs. And
we highly, highly recommend you give it a try.
I've even tried to recommend it to a friend that loves to play video games, and I just recently got him into Toku. I told him, this is a really good show. To him, he's like, it doesn't really seem that appealing to me. Hey, Overtime thought the same way, and he didn't sub any of this.
Just wait until the Christmas episode. Hey, here's a fun Christmas episode. Bam, Kyria dies.
Yeah. I was talking about
and
that.
you had the crossover.
And now onto the second segment of this, Digimon Tri.
Union.
The first part of it, which, oh boy, this was a nostalgia trip.
Oh yeah, especially when the first monster that they fight is the Kuwangamon? Kuwagamon? Which is like the first one that they fought in the very first 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he's beaten the same way.
Yay, Greymon!
It was glorious. The whole series has just been glorious.
But let's just try to keep it to the 4 episodes. Is this the one where Alphamon shows up?
Alphamon shows up at the very end of the 4th episode. But before we get into talking about the episodes or how Tai changed, in my opinion, for the better, can we talk about how the English version didn't get Butterfly, but it got a shittier version of the Digirap?
Oh,
yeah?
No. Really?
Like,
I actually...
I love the English dub.
Present.
It's just Digimon, Digimon, and then clips from the original opening. It sounds better. It's not nearly as cringy, but they didn't just put Butterfly in or pay someone to do a Butterfly cover like they could have. It's just a kind of boring Digi-Rap.
It could have been the actual Digi-Rap.
Oh no,
I'm
that's the one
glad
from the movie.
From the movie.
Not the one from the
Yes.
movie. Not the
Did you
one
hear?
from the
Did
movie.
you see? Did you know?
Fuck you. No.
Our Digi Destiny starts today.
Fucking 90s.
2009? I thought it was the early 2000s.
Well, it was the late 90s, early 2000s when that came out. I swear. It was
Yeah.
either 99 or 2000, 2001.
It has one of the most early 2000s soundtracks, too.
Oh god, does it?
It's been 1 week since he... God, I forgot the rest of that song.
It's been 1 week since she looked at me, turned her head to the smile, she caught it and said she's angry, or something like that.
Yeah. See how forgetful that song is, people?
But, you know, anytime you hear that song on the radio, you think of Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
Yep.
back to the reunion. This is the original cast of Digimon in high school. It's Tai, Matt, Sora, TK to a lesser extent. Joe's he's off studying.
Also, in the Japanese dub, he's played by Yokai Silver.
Yeah, he is. They got a bunch of. They had to recast a lot of people in both English and Japanese. But most of the original cast came back for English, and they sound amazing.
Ty and Izzy, if I remember correctly, are still there.
Yep, and everyone else sounds comparable. No, Matt is the same. I swear Matt's the same, or else the guy's doing a great impression.
And I just wanted to make this for a little bit of clarification in the timeline, if there is one. This is supposed to be taking place after Season 2.
It is, but I swear they retconned the ending of Season 2. They straight up had to.
Yeah, it does feel like they kind of did.
And, I mean, it does open with him dying, basically.
No, I don't think they explained what happened, or at least that I've seen, what happened to the 0-2 and protagonists. Because Ken's evil again. Surprise.
Nah, I kind of.
Or is he? Or is it even Ken? Who is it?
I don't know. Yeah, I probably would know, but I don't want to feel like I'm talking too far ahead.
Yeah, I've only watched the first 2 movies because I'm watching them in dub.
It hasn't gone to the third one yet.
The third one just came out in English.
Ah.
I'll probably watch that tonight before going to bed.
Okay.
That's when shit gets really good, in my opinion, is the third movie.
But this
Great
open...
so far?
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
the whole reunion for everything. It is a reunion, and it does it so well.
The whole reason that they're dealing with the Digimon again is there's distortions in the digital world that are bleeding through to our world and infecting Digimon with, like, glitch power. Like, Kawagamon on its own nearly beat Greymon, and he needed Garurumon to help finish him off, and then each other Kawagamon, 2 more appeared, needed nearly 3 champion Digimon to take him out, where Greymon one-shotted him before.
Yeah.
And the rest of...
Also,
Go ahead.
actual fighting scenes instead of, like, cutaway fights.
Yeah, like, they have a budget now, and they let you know it. But... Ooh. What was that?
That was Nathan.
Okay, one of the very interesting things they do is Tai notices just how much destruction is happening when they're fighting and gets a little bit of cold shoes about fighting out in the open, fighting near people. He doesn't want anyone to get hurt. He's starting to be a little sympathetic to the people who think Digimon are bad because people nearly died in front of him. And Matt, he's the same way before. He just wants to beat the bad guys and says, screw the haters. And it is an amazing dichotomy between the two of them. Tai growing up and really feeling the weight of the responsibility of being their leader for once.
So, does this mean that Tai is the smartest Digimon, Digidestined leader?
I honestly think he is the best leader because he's the only one in the series so far to be like, oh my god, look what we're doing. We need to move the battle away. Like in Dragon Ball Z, let's go fight in the desert.
Or the Arctic.
Or in Tokusatsu, let's fight in the rock quarry.
Or in an abandoned stadium.
Or underneath this bridge.
The same bridge for every season.
Yeah, I
Or
really
abandoned
did like
warehouse.
I really did like the fact they kept the rivalry between Matt and Ty. That was something that made the original series really good, and the fact that they were trying to vie for their friends going to their event. Like Matt had his rock concert, and Ty had his soccer game, and they were trying to get
Trying to do
the
both.
Mm-hmm.
one offered to come back from America if Ty paid for the plane ticket, and
Oh, yeah, how Mimi
Yeah.
was like, yeah, you can pay me back later. Oh, I was coming back anyway. But yeah, they started playing with the romance with Sora again between Ty and Matt, where in English they kind of made it so that Sora and Matt were dating at the end of 02, but you know, that was an English ism
Mm-hmm.
because the
Yeah.
writers were shippers.
Yep. Just like with the
Um,
Kairi TK thing. Where's that still thing?
Yeah, that was all English.
Ah.
But and then it proceeds. They find out more about the data glitches, the infected Digimon. They start with this new character, May, and her May Kumon. And it all has an amazing climactic battle between Omegamon, yes, his name's Omegamon, not Omnimon, and Alphamon.
The
Who
Alpha and
Alphamon-
Omega.
Yeah, exactly. Alphamon is a beast, a giant black and gold robot armor looking Digimon.
Mm-hmm. It looks really cool.
Yes,
and
he does.
leader of the Royal Knights.
If
in the
they're
series.
playing with the Royal Knights in this. Because not every Digi-continuity has them.
Well, when you bring an Alphamon, it usually means there's Royal Knights.
Well, if we're going to talk about Royal Knights, technically they have their own Rosemon.
Yep.
So I don't know if Rosemon will be a part of these Royal Knights.
Who knows?
We'll find out in the last chapter coming out in June.
Yay.
I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm still trying to watch the latest movie. And well, it's mostly in subs, so I can't sit still for subs.
Like, the subs are perfectly fine. I've heard the Japanese cast. I prefer the English cast. They just take so long to do. They just announced 3, 4, and 5 hitting theaters and then hitting Blu-ray the next day. That's why 3 is already out.
Wow. That's really good work.
It's being done by Shout Factory, and you know how slow they get.
That's slow?
Yeah.
Eh.
I mean, it's already been like a year plus since Determination, I believe, is the second movie came
Yeah.
out.
And we really only have the movie version and the names for them in English. In Japanese, it's just, here are this year's 4 OVAs.
Yep. They've been doing this for 4 years now? 5 years?
Yep. Heck, when I went to theaters to see Reunion, which looked amazing on the giant screen, we
You lucky
saw
bitch.
the original preview for episode 3 for the third set of OVAs. We saw the world premiere for them,
Ooh.
which kind of spoiled episode 2 if you haven't seen it. And I was the guy like, spoilers, asshole! And no one argued with me. Because I was that one guy that hasn't seen episode 2. And they're like, I guess we'll let him have this one.
And the animation just looks so much crisper than it used to do. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, because it was back then. It felt a little bit stilted, but I was a kid, so I didn't really care. But now that I'm an adult, I do have finer tastes now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like,
seeing
I don't
how
mind it, but like,
fluid this
grew
stuff
up with
is.
them.
Just seeing how fluid this stuff is, it's just really nice that they put it into so much effort in a show that's been, I don't know, almost not even 10 years?
15. It just
15.
hit its 15th anniversary.
Right. Yeah, because they came out like apparently 5 years after Pokemon did. Ooh. But is this all we can say about Digimon Tri?
Watch it.
Yeah,
Again,
watch it.
wholehearted recommendation for this. If you liked Digimon in the past, watch Tri. If you loved it in dub, watch the dub. If you loved it in sub, watch the sub. Watch whatever you prefer. Just realize the dub's gonna take a while to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's free on Crunchyroll, so
Yeah,
if
it's free
you're
on
a
Crunchyroll.
fan, you have no excuse not to.
The only thing that's a pain in the butt is watching it dubbed, which you go to sites that we don't like to mention or say, or you buy the DVDs and Blu-rays.
Do the second one. It's better for you.
Yeah, it's better not only for you, but for the, community as a whole for you to buy the Blu-rays.
Mm-hmm. So, this has been Riders of the Lost Zord, the coverage of the final episodes of Ex-Aid and Digimon Tri. Next week is going to be...
Yeah, what are we going to cover next week?
Well,
Are we going to talk about build or not?
What'd you say?
Build? Kamen Rider build?
I'm up to episode 8 in build. So I
How
can
long
easily
was this
catch up.
episode?
so first,
I'm just about to start.
How about just the first 5 of build?
okay. I can do that.
And either
And
you
who's-
or Juzo need to pick a topic because it was me and Frozen.
Juzo, do you have a topic? Because I know you'll be able to actually be able to week.
Oh, well, how about My Hero Academia or Boku no Hero?
I'm good with that.
Okay, that's great.
Motherfucker, I got muted. I needed... It happened again.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. He said Boku no Hero.
Oh
Or-
god. I heard Boku no and I'm like, no!
No, My Hero Academia or Boku no Hero in Japanese.
Okay. I don't want to cover Boku no Pico for this. That's for the hentai panels, not for this.
No,
We're gonna hit the
Boku no
podcast,
Hero,
deal with it.
not Pico.
Also,
no.
random non sequitur. You know how I do terribly dark hentai panels at my conventions?
Yeah, somewhat.
One of the managers at Walmart goes to these conventions, and I'm just waiting to see her at my hentai panel, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I'm gonna be like, hey, my direct superior for work is here. Should we invite her up? Oh god.
You should actually do that.
If I see her at the convention, I'll be like, hey, yeah, I do that hentai panel. The dubbing one. Please don't come. It'll be awkward. Because I swear to
I'll
God,
pay you $50 to stay the fuck away.
if she comes and participates, it's the kind of thing that you can't look someone directly in the eye after if you work with them. Like, I've heard you fake moan. I've heard you man moan. Because you wanted to be the dude in that situation. I don't know how to deal with this anymore.
Alright. So it's the first 5
Podcast?
episodes.
One question: how many episodes of Boku no Hero Academia? Because I've seen all of them.
I have 2.
Same.
Nanami?
First season? Just the
First season?
Because I'm all caught up, so. but
Okay,
the
let's
first season,
just cover the first season and just bust it in with an epic plus ultra.
Yep.
Yep.
So, we good?
Motherfucker, it happened again.
Well, next time on the Hentai Podcast, we'll be back with Boku no Hero, My Hero Academia, and
Kamen Rider Build episodes 1 through 5
Yep.
See you next time on
Yep.
the Hentai Podcast.
on the Hentai Podcast. What did I miss? Because if we're reviewing hentai, I got some titles for you guys.
No.